Assalamu alaikum. I am Miss Bisma and today I am going to upload another video which is about digestive system. In this video you will know about the whole process of digestion, how the digestion takes place and what are the possibilities. Here is the introduction. The digestive system is used for breaking down food into nutrients, which then pass into the circulatory system and are taken to where they are needed in the body. Here is the overview in which you can see the major organs which are responsible for the process of digestion. First is mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. And here is the diagram. You can see the different organs of digestive system. Accessory organs are liver, gallbladder and pancreas. Human digestive system. It is the process of reducing food into smaller molecules that can be absorbed into the body. There are two parts of digestive system. Major organs of digestive system are mouth, esophagus, stomach, a small intestine, large intestine. Now the first part which is shown in the slide is the mouth. If we see the diagram, this is said to be the oral cavity. It is showing in the pharynx, esophagus and the stomach. The mouth consists of pH 7. It is the first part of the digestive system. The mouth is responsible for the entry point of food. Structures in the mouth that aids digestion are: number 1, teeth, which cut, tear, crush and grind food. Second one is salivary glands. They produce and secrete the saliva into the oral cavity. What is saliva? Saliva moistens the food, contains the enzyme ptyalin or salivary amylase, begins the digestion of starch into smaller polysaccharides. Function of mouth. It is responsible for the mechanical digestion, increasing the surface area for faster chemical digestion. The second part of the digestive system is the esophagus. Here in this diagram, the cursor is showing the esophagus. This is the part of our digestive system. This is esophagus, which is showing with the laser pointer here. It is a tube connecting the mouth to the stomach. Esophagus running through the thoracic cavity. Where is the location of esophagus? It lies behind the windpipe, which is known as trachea. The trachea has an epiglottis. It prevents food from entering the windpipe. It moves the food to the esophagus while swallowing. Here is a small diagram which is showing the digestive tract. Here is the digestive tract. This is said to be bolus or chyme. When the food is swallowed, it is turn into small pieces, and wave of relaxation is there when the food is cut into pieces and it is swallowed. Here is the human digestive system explanation video, and I hope that you will learn from this video. Here the food is in the mouth. The chewing process is going on, and now the food is swallowed. It moves towards the pharynx. If we see that this is the part of pharynx, the tongue moves the food around until it forms a ball called a bolus. It is passed to the pharynx, throat. Food travels down the esophagus through a series of involuntary rhythmic contraction. The bolus passes down the esophagus by peristalsis movement. What is peristalsis? It is a wave of muscular contraction that pushes the bolus down towards the stomach. To enter the stomach, the bolus must pass through the lower part of the stomach. Here the function is showing the esophagus secrete mucus and it supports the movement of food. The stomach. What is the stomach? It is the J-shaped muscular sac. It has inner folds. It increases the surface area of the stomach. What is the function of a stomach? A stomach performs mechanical digestion. How a stomach performs its function? By churning the bolus and mixing it with the gastric juices secreted by the lining of the stomach. Gastric juices. They are HCl, salts, enzymes, water, and mucus. HCl break down the food and kill the bacteria that come along with the food. Now come towards the small intestine. What is the small intestine? It is responsible for the complete digestion of all macromolecules. It is responsible for the absorption of their components molecules. Example: glucose, glycerol, fatty acids, amino acids, and nucleotides. Parts of small intestine. The small intestine is made up of three parts: duodenum, here showing here, jejunum, it is shown here, and ileum. It is the empties into cecum, large intestine. Duodenum is the first part, which is U-shaped organ approximately 30 cm in length. This area completes most of the digestion processes. Enzymes are secreted into the duodenum, form the pancreas and the gallbladder. The duodenum is lined by folds of tissue called villi. The villi are covered by fine brush-like microvilli. These folds increase the surface area of the small intestine, increase the rate of absorption. The second part of the small intestine is jejunum. Jejunum is 2.5 meter long. Although some digestion is completed here, it has more villi and microvilli. Its role is absorption of nutrients. Third part is ileum. Ileum is approximately 3 meter long. It has fewer villi as compared with the jejunum. Although absorption also occurs here, and it is responsible for pushing the waste material into the large intestine. Here is the whole diagram seeing different parts of digestive system. Small intestine is responsible for absorption of different substances, like 80% of water is absorbed in small intestine, 10% by the large intestine. Electrolytes, vitamin and minerals are also absorbed in a small intestine. If here we see the function of a small intestine, it is 90% of digestion and absorption of food occur in the small intestine. 10% taking place in the stomach and large intestine. The main function of small intestine is absorption of nutrients and digestion of proteins. Here we come towards the large intestine and its parts and functions. Components of large intestine are that large intestine is composed of several very distinctive parts. Cecum, colon, which is consists of 4 parts: ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon, and rectum. Function of large intestine. What is the function of large intestine? That it absorbs water, it absorbs vitamins, which is the beneficial bacteria. It role in breaking down undigested sugars and fiber into fatty acids. Now, third function of large intestine is reduce the acidity, the fatty acid which cause acidic environment. So, large intestine reduce the acidity of the fatty acids. It produce alkaline solutions. Accessory organs of the digestive system are support the digestive system but are not part of the digestive tract. These organs secrete fluids into the digestive tract and are connected by ducts. The accessory organs include liver, gallbladder, and pancreas. This is now for today's presentation. I hope that you like it, and inshallah we will meet soon with the new video. Thank you so much.